Sandra, where are you? Stand up, please. Yay! Happy birthday! Woohoo! Thank you for giving up your birthday to be here today. Alrighty, in a moment, we're going to show you the new list. We're trying to get it up on a slide for you. But so you know, we've gone from 160 to about 205, 207. So, this is going to be a little bit tricky for you. You're going to get, you have 160 in your list. There's an extra 40 odd or more that you can't see at this point. We wanted to show you them on a slide so you could consider them before you head to the wall. We'll still try and do that. I'm going to get you to consider the list in your book, and then if there are additions from the slides that we show that you want to consider, you'll just note them down when we show you the list. The idea being is that you're going to get yourself ready to go to the wall. Rather than going up there and wandering and reading 210 different names, I want you to look at the list now so that you go up there and you know it's 152 that you want to put something on, and it's 26 you want to put something on, and you move through the area quite fast. We've got 350 people and we need to do this before we finish tonight. I've got a 7:55 flight, just in case you're wondering. We need to finish before then. Okay, so in order to make this work, I'm going to ask this lovely section over here to do some physical activity. And that is, I would like you to pick your chair up and I'd like you to create another internal row that comes in the front of each of the chairs around here. Does that make sense? Pick up your chair. You want maybe both? Both? So pick up a chair, create an additional row in front of the other rows. Does that make sense? Just move around. You can start on that side. Well done. Either way. Yep. Just make another row in front. You can go this side, that side over there. You're facing the middle. Turn around. Take a chair. Thank you. Some names up on the board and in your checklist. Your checklist looks like this. It was in your bag yesterday. Probably a good time to pull that out now if you haven't already seen it. Checklist. Do you want me to get your bag? I'll get your bag for you. There are some names on this list that have said they're not available on the 29th. So you can see already there's some with lines through them. There are some additional ones that didn't quite make the print run that also are not available. So I want you to cross them out. So this task requires everybody to look over to the peoples next to them to make sure they're all crossing them out too. So, in a moment, somebody's going to switch the slide for me to show the crossed out names. Those people who are not available, do you want to say anything about that, Ilka?
People who... Thank you. I think we're just getting that sorted out. Can I do a little... Yes, everyone can hear me now, whether you want to or not. Okay. So the people who are not available, there's various reasons they're not available. Some because they asked to no longer be included on the list, others because of personal reasons, and others because they knew absolutely they would not be able to be available for you in any form, in person, via Skype, in any way on that date. So these are the people that are no longer available. So some of them let us know in enough time before we printed your list that we could cross them off. Some of them let me know Friday, 7:30 p.m. So that's why we're giving them to you now. Okay?
Thanks, Ilka. Yes, Marcia?
So, Ilka, does that mean that people can't consider those people for resource requests?
They've said that they are not available in any form whatsoever.
Just to clarify.
Yeah.
Thanks,
and
Marcia.
to protect people's personal information, I haven't given the reasons why that is, and I hope you respect that.
Great. Thanks, Ilka. Now, in addition to those who are no longer available, we're about to show you a list of the additions you've made over the last day and a half. Now, you ready? Almost. Now, there are at least 40 or 50 of them. I'm not going to ask you to write all their names down, but I am going to ask you, if you think one of those might be one of the ones you would choose, note down the number next to their name. So if it's 184, write down 184 so that it makes your trip to the wall quicker. They're all numbered in order. So we're nearly ready to show you that list. So let me tell you how this is going to work. In the back of your booklet, can I borrow your booklet, Tom? Thank you.
Nicole, while you're looking... Isn't that weird how I did that?
Charlie? Oh, thank you. Yep. Sorry, I forgot one really important piece. There are just before I go to Tom's booklet, there are a whole suite of speakers that are important, and you've raised them already, that aren't on that list, and there's a really good reason why. So Ilka's going to explain.
Yeah, once Ilka does her trick thing with the microphone again. Okay, so you'll see in your book there are witnesses that are shaded. They are people, Aboriginal people, or people who can speak to the impact of this issue on Aboriginal communities. And what we have done at Democracy Co is we have designed an additional witness program for Aboriginal people to provide evidence to the jury for you to hear from Aboriginal people. And so we, Democracy Co, have already invited Aboriginal people to that program, so you will not need to nominate them again, identify them again, because we have done that. So all in your book, all of the shaded people have already been invited, with the exception of one mistake that I want to say was Emily Jenke, not me in this occasion, which one of your fellow eagle-eyed jurors picked out, Bob Watts. Bob Watts number... Thank you, Bob Watts number 104. So apologies, he's in Canada, and so he is not a person we have already invited. Other than that, all of the shaded people in your book have already been invited, so you don't need to invite them again. And you can see over here now, Emily is, this is good for me to be holding this and you to be drawing. Emily has already ticked those people over there to make it clear to you. So I hope you understand this has been a fairly complex process to bring this starting point list together for you, and lots of things changing, some of them at very short notice. So hope it's okay. I should, yeah, back to you.
Yep, don't give me that microphone. So, as I said before, you'll get the chance to go to 3 out of 5 sessions. We're going to have 5 rooms running concurrently over 3 time frames. So you'll get to go to 3 rooms over that period of time. The 4th session on day 3 is all about Indigenous people, Aboriginal information coming into the room. So So that's the piece they've been invited to. So we're focused on those first three. And Justin, where's Justin? Who came and spoke to me before. Thank you, Justin. Helped me clarify, I think, a point that was made over here earlier by, I'm sorry, I can't remember your name, I'm pointing and you can't see me, over there, who said, would the other sessions would the other speakers be filmed? So I've chatted in between time. Yes, if for those that you don't get to out of the 5, we'll try and, in fact, all 5 rooms will try and film so you can look at that at another time. Is that good? Great. Okay, now to Tom's booklet. So, in the very back of your booklet is a plastic pocket. In that plastic pocket, you will find a strip of sticky dots. Now, some people hate sticky dots, but we're going to use them today. Now, there's a strip of quite a few sticky dots here. Don't use all of them. I want you to rip off 5. We need the other 10 for something else later on. 5. Yep, 5 out of 200 seems like a small amount. Reason being that we're trying to pick the top A team of 20 to 25 speakers. We have 350 people in the room. 5 dots adds up to something like 1,000 and something dots, 300 and something. Collectively, that will identify a broad spectrum of speakers. From that, the job from here is to go, that's our A team. We can't always get the A team. We try our darndest. If we can't, we go down the list to the B team. So we try and find the very people you want, but it just so happens at times that they can't make it, something happens in their life, whatever. We do the best we can to find that person or a like person from your list that may not have been chosen in the A team. Is that clear? So 5 is hard, I realise that. But we're collectively pooling our information needs. And if I asked you to choose 20, you'd be here for a very long time. So I'm asking you to choose a handful so that you can hold that information in your head. Great. All right, thank you, Tom. Now, I'm going to show you the new list, and you may want to I'm just going to read them through, we will look at them. You may have a certain number on that list that you think, I'm going to consider that in my 5. I'm going to jot that down. Emily?
Am I on?
Yeah.
I was just going to tell you, but I'll tell everyone.
Okay.
There are some double ups for the new people that you've added. And what we've done over at the wall, so Karina Lester is a good example. She's on a white piece of paper, she's on a pink piece of paper, and we've written she's already at number whatever. So, okay, so when our writing over the top, we're just doubling up to make things easy for you.
Great, thanks, Em. All right, new ones. Chad's been furiously typing these in. Could we just look at the first page, Chad? Okay, we've got 100, 160, 205. I'm not going to read through all the names, we'll be here forever. Okay, 161, 162, 163 to 169. Let's take a moment to read that list, sorry. Clicker. Just take a moment to read that list. Give me a wave if you're near the end of that list so I can move on. I'm looking for a number of arms up in the air so I can start to move. Great. Next list. Again, when you're ready, start waving so I know you. We've got a large number of arms in the room before I start to move. If you've read it, you've finished it, please keep waving. I'm moving.
Sam.
Andrew's birthday. Andrew's birthday. You ready? Thank you. Got a question? Okay, got a number of arms waving. I love it when you wave at me. I feel like you're all, you know, awake. Next list. This is our second last page, I believe. Is that right, Chad? Thank you. Start waving at me if you're ready. Start waving. Great. Great. That's the last page. You can keep waving at me. It makes me feel good. Okay. I'd like you to take a few minutes to choose your 5, so you're ready to rock and roll. When you're ready, I want you to be super ready with your 5 dots. You're going to be cruising past the wall, put them up as fast as you can, and take another seat. Okay? As quick as you can, move past the wall. Please don't linger longer.